Hello, and welcome to a GeoGuessr video. Today we'll be doing some blink mode. So that means we get 0.1 seconds to look at the photo. We can't move, pan, or zoom, not like you could in a tenth of a second anyway. And I have to try and figure out where it is. So we're going to see how good or how pathetically bad I'm going to do on this today. So we're going to start it. Let's see how we do for our first round. So this one definitely looks like the US, could be Canada, but I don't know. I kind of get it's hard. I'm not that good with the Eastern US, but I was thinking maybe like a Virginia type thing. Maybe out on the outskirts of Washington. We'll see. Oh, that was actually way farther west than I was expecting. I was playing this earlier out of Colorado. Actually, it looks like Colorado. South America, definitely. Um, could be like Santiago, but I'm thinking it's gonna more be like Buenos Aires or Montevideo. But I'm just gonna go on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, and actually should have gone closer to the city center. 48.98 though. 19 miles was really good for me. So this one is a European road. Um, it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm thinking a bit more Eastern Europe. Uh, Could be, I'm thinking Slovakia, could be Czechia. We're gonna go like kind of on the border region. Croatia, not bad. Not too far away. Over 4,000 points is still good. So another U.S. round. That one looked pretty run down. I think it could be like the Midwest somewhere. Maybe like Toledo. Okay, we nailed the latitude, but not the longitude on that one. Ended up being in Rhode Island. And final round of the first game is just going to be Japan. I have no clue how to region guess Japan, so I'm just going to go in Tokyo. And it is in Nagoya. Quite typical Japan for me. Yeah. 16,000 though, not bad for this first game. Let's see if we can beat that in the second game, or I'm going to fail horribly at some point. That one is... Okay, this is some trekker coverage, which I don't really like. Because it's harder to tell. It could be like, I feel like it's somewhere here in like Southeast Asia. It could be a Hong Kong trekker. I think that's what I'm gonna go with their log trekker coverage in Hong Kong. Let's go with this county or country park here. And it was in Japan. Yeah, not too happy with that, but just typical. This one road felt like South Africa. Um, I believe that was Gen 4. I couldn't really tell. Just your typical road. I think it's kind of more in this flat plain area that we see a lot. This road seems pretty decent, so let's go there. Okay, it's farther south, near closer to Durban, it looks like, but still good. As long as they got the right country, most of the time I'm happy with that. We're driving on the right side, so that eliminates out there. I wasn't sure if that was a follow. It might have been one of the follow cars. Otherwise, it might be Senegal if it's not a follow car. I don't think it was Ghana car. I think that was a follow car behind us actually. So it was one without the police, like the red, white, and blue siren bar. But let's go. Let's just go near Lagos. We'll see if that works out well. It was Senegal. Yeah, that wasn't a follow car. Sometimes they look like the follow cars, but they aren't. Um, so here we go into the next one. That just looked like London to me. Like central London. I might just be going crazy, but like this. Let's go here. This area is like walkways and stuff. Okay, I was going crazy. That was Hamburg. Must have been trucker coverage or something. See this one. This one actually does look more like the UK. Could be anywhere. Let's just go Birmingham. Hopefully, if it's north or south, whatever. Let's just get Birmingham. Wow, that was actually really good. 4,900. So happy with that. 13,299. Didn't do as good as the previous game, but I mean, this round, what can you do on record coverage? Senegal round was kind of my bad, but other than that, let's see how we do on this third game. Okay, that looked very dry and deserty. It's hard to tell. I don't think that was UAE. It could have been Tunisia. I just don't really get the Tunisia type feel on that. So I think it could be Jordan or could have been Israel, maybe even Turkey, but I'm gonna go with Jordan. Let's see. Okay, that was not. That was there. That was Peru. Okay, I thought that didn't really feel like Peru as much as like some other desert rounds do in Peru. Okay, big castle and stuff. I'm thinking we're like in Italy or something, up in the north, or kind of like near San Marino is the kind of feel I got from that. Let's go up here. Farther south in Italy, but it had that like Italian castle type feel. And this one just looks like the U.S. somewhere. Hard to tell. It felt like it could be near a lake. Um, so it could be farther north. A lot of lakes, obviously, like the land of 10,000 lakes in Minnesota. Wisconsin also has a lot of lakes, and I think let's try Wisconsin here. Let's go by this lake here. It was in South Carolina. Was it by a lake though? Okay, it was by a river. It looks like, but farther south. Uh, that was desert again. I admit I didn't get much of a. I was not paying too much attention, and that's where you get into trouble on these rounds where you don't pay enough attention. Coverage felt really nice, like Gen 4, but I don't really know which countries have Gen 4. That's something I probably need to study up on. It felt like it didn't really feel. It felt more, I don't know, like chilly type thing, like near Santiago actually, not up by Copiapo. Like on the edge of Santiago, kind of, or it could have been actually. Now that I think about it, that actually more could be Peru. You know, I'm gonna change my guess, and it's gonna be in Santiago, and I'm gonna be very unhappy. But I think that actually felt more Peruvian to me, to be honest. So we're gonna go in your Arequipa. That was the driest UK round I've ever seen. Oh, we were by the ocean. That's why it was so sandy. Right on the ocean, it looks like. Interesting. Didn't see it. Definitely looked like the US to me. And you're just typical Midwest type random road. We go outside Chicago. Wow. Okay. I did see the black car. I was thinking I stored in the back of my mind it could have been down Argentina, Uruguay, but it just kind of felt it had that rundown US vibe that like the Midwest has. So that game was the horrible game that I was expecting to have at some point. That would have been bronze on a daily challenge. So we'll do one more, and we can only go up from there, hopefully, right? So, well, not going to go up much when we get US again. It had that field kind of feel. We'll go like Iowa, Missouri, something like that. We'll go Iowa, I think. It was Indiana, but in the field part of Indiana, so kind of the right area. South Africa, or actually could have been Gaborone. I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say Gaborone actually. Um, we're going northeast, so that does match a lot of these roads in Gaborone. We look like we're at a pretty big intersection. I'll just go here. Perth. Okay, we weren't at a big intersection. It was a three-way. Um, But like when they do that, have that like rocks and like the brick in the middle of the road. I see that a lot more in like Gaborone and parts of South Africa as well than I do in Australia. So that's unfortunate. They both drive on the left as well. Northern Europe, Norway, Sweden. I'm thinking Norway here. It felt farther north actually. It felt kind of cold. I don't want to go too far north in case we are still in the south. But we'll just go like Trondheim. It was farther south. That's why I don't want to go too far north and then be like way off. So near Gothenburg. And fourth round, I honestly again wasn't really paying much attention, but I did get that U.S. Canada feel, like the Edmonton Calgary type feel that you get on a lot of rounds in World now. It could have also been actually Northwest as well. But I'm thinking it felt more flat, so we're gonna go. Let's just hedge in the middle. Let's just go Red Deer. Um, it was Northwest. It was interesting round on that one. Yeah. Okay. That was my stupidity on that. India round again, and I'm gonna do better on this than I will do that last round, which is funny, but just New Delhi. So we're done with that today. So that is GeoGuessr for today. Goodbye.